Hey everybody, happy Memorial Day. This is Glenn Paludu with BlackRock Real Estate Services, sitting in the BlackRock office in Michigan City, located at 517 Franklin Street. I am presenting to you episode 1 of my real estate vlog. And in this vlog, I want to talk about local happenings, so real estate trends, events that are happening in Northwest Indiana, cool businesses that have just opened or established businesses that I think are deserving of a visit. And um, in ongoing episodes, I want to answer people's questions if they have any. So I intend to do this from here on out as a live stream. But today, I was having some technical difficulties. I didn't realize that YouTube had a 24-hour restriction on live streaming, so I am pre-recording this. But if you have any questions about the real estate market, you can message me directly or leave me a comment on my page, and I will do my best to answer them. So, the first thing I want to talk about today is the hot real estate market that is Northwest Indiana. I thought back in March, when everything started shutting down for coronavirus, that this market was really going to tank. I figured we'd had 5 years or so of a really strong seller's market, and it was time to pump the brakes on that, and everything was going to really dry up. But I'm happy to report that our real estate market is actually thriving. We are, in terms of sold properties in Northwest Indiana, modestly down. I've compiled some stats from the Greater Northwest Indiana Association of Realtors, which is Lake, Porter, LaPorte, Stark, Jasper, and Pulaski counties. So these numbers will be aggregates from those. If people are interested, I can also pull stats from St. Joe County, or I could do maybe statewide statistics about whatever I'm going to talk about. So let me know what you think about that, and I will do whatever the audience wants. So, as I said, our number of sold houses was modestly down. In 2019, year to date, so from January 1st to May 24th, 3,743 properties, residential properties, were sold. In 2020, we've had 3,683 properties sold in the same time frame. So not a huge decrease, but a very small dip. Interestingly, the average house price, the selling price in 2019, is up. In 2019, we had $192,581 was the average selling price for everything that's sold year to date. In 2020, we've increased that to $202,248. So part of that, of course, was inflation. Part of it is the continued pressure on buyers from the lack of housing inventory in the area. Anecdotally, I've been seeing things, again, selling same day or next day from listing, lots of off-market deals happening, multiple offers on many houses I've shown in the last week or two, things going for over asking price. So it's pretty intense market here. The other interesting statistic I wanted to mention was houses are selling faster now than they were last year. So for houses, all the houses sold in the Greater Northwest Indiana Association of Realtors, MLS, last year in 2019, 37.19% of those properties sold within 30 days of listing. This year, 38.09% have sold. So just under a 1% increase. The other interesting thing to note here is that the spread has been pretty much the same between these. So even though more have sold and they've sold more quickly, they have not changed actually at all. in the spread between the sold price and the asking price. So in 2019 and in 2020, for properties that have sold year to date, of course, in 30 days or less, we have a spread of just over 2%. So things are selling for 98.79% of asking price. If you're looking at houses that have been on the market for longer than 120 days, which is the largest time frame that Ganaya provides, in 2019, 17.5% of all listings sold in over 4 months. And in 2020, 16.73% year to date, of course, have sold, taken over 120 days to sell. And those properties, the spread is a little bit higher, just under 4% from selling price to listing price. So in other words, if your house is on the market for more than 4 months, you can expect to get about 96% of what you've listed it for. However, if your house is able to be sold within 30 days, you will get more like 98 or 99% of what it's selling for, or what you're asking for it, I should say. So pretty interesting. What does that mean? Well, we'll have to keep analyzing these numbers and see if we can draw a meaningful conclusion. Moving on, as far as local news, in Indiana, June 2nd is our primary election day. Now, our COVID-19 new test numbers in the US are still pretty high, but we do seem to be on a bit of a downtrend according to the Johns Hopkins COVID map. So that is good news. There's also mail-in ballots in Indiana. So if you don't want to go out to the poll directly, you can request a mail-in ballot and do it from the safety of your house. And voting is really important. No matter what side of the political spectrum you find yourself on, you should vote, because that is the best way for us to make our voices heard. And this isn't just a vote for the president. In fact, that's probably the least important person you're voting for during this primary. The people who you vote for your state representatives and your federal representatives are the people who are going to pass your laws and set your budgets. If you want people, your school or your firefighters or police officers to have more money, well, you need to figure out who is going to pass that legislation. So get out and vote. All right, now local businesses. Christina Steele, my girlfriend and fellow realtor, and I were recently at Sip House Cafe in Crown Point, and there's also a location in Griffith, and this place has the most awesome BLT. It's called The Hobbit. They serve it with pasta salad. It's got pesto on it. You should definitely go out there and try it out. It's got a cool hipster vibe to the restaurant. There's art for sale if you want to do that. They have bubble tea, and they have really great coffee. So go check out Sip House. All right, and finally, one last segment. This is the segment where I'm going to shamelessly plug my own listings. So if you're looking for a totally new, move-in ready, 2-bed, 2-bath, maintenance-free house, check out 1815 Cheney Drive in Valparaiso. Currently listed at $334,900. This place has a full custom finished basement. It's extra cute. It's close to the grocery store, close to downtown. Easy to get onto 94 if you want to commute into the city. You're like 10 minutes away from the Dunes National Lakeshore. If you want to set up an appointment to view it, you can get a hold of me directly or Christina Steele directly, or we're having an open house for Cheney Drive this Sunday, which is the 31st. So come see us out there. And if you have any other real estate needs, feel free to hit me up. I specialize in residential and investment properties. Anything really. I've done the most distressed and dilapidated houses you can think of to the highest end, fanciest estates. second homes, things by the beach, things in the country. I'm your man. So let me know what I can do for you. And if you have questions, like I said, I want to answer your real estate questions on air. So fill up my inbox with questions and I'll get to whatever I can in the next stream, which will probably be this coming Thursday, the 28th. So until then, see y'all later.